Hello, this is Dr. Carney, and it is Sunday night. No, yeah, it is. I think it's Saturday night. Sunday night. Maybe it's Sunday night. No, I don't know what it is. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. What we're talking about today is Restless Leg Syndrome makes the news again. So let's talk about Restless Leg Syndrome. And I'm going to back up a ways, and I'm going to go back a ways so you'll know where I came from with this. On May 1st, 2008, Restless Leg Syndrome, called RLS, made the news primarily due to thousands of complaints about the side effects from its prescription drug treatment. The side effects are caused by requip, R-E-Q-U-I-P, a Parkinson's drug, now approved by the Food and Drug Administration or the FDA, off-label use with RLS patients. Now, what the problem is it's turning out that the side effects from the drug are worse than the disease itself, something, I predicted 2 years ago. Actually, a long time ago. Yet, requip, R-E-Q-U-I-P, remains the only medical treatment for RLS. Now, wouldn't it be nice if there was a natural way to approach taking care of restless leg syndrome? Well, there is, but nobody tells you about it. And the drug maker is anxious, very anxious, to get a great percentage of RLS sufferers on this drug we call requip for life. So how much business is it? Well, here's the interesting part. According to the drug maker, there are an estimated 30 million potential patients. If I just made $1 for each one of those people and gave them what they needed, would that make me a lot of money? Sure it would. But most people want to do the drugs. They don't want to do the natural thing. So the price tag is staggering for doctors' visits to diagnose RLS, the cost of the drug for months, years, or for life, which is what they want to do. They want to get you on the drug for life, and the additional cost of medical care for all the side effects for this one condition called restless leg syndrome. And this cost is not for a cure, but rather for just symptom management. I call it symptom hiding. In other words, they mask the symptoms. That's what the drugs do. They don't cure anything. It is especially remarkable, in my opinion, when you understand that for the greatest percentage of RLS sufferers, the cure is relatively simple and extremely inexpensive. Restless leg syndrome is caused by your body's inability, listen closely, your inability to transport adequate oxygen, calcium, and minerals to your legs. Oxygen, calcium, and minerals. You have to have all three going to your legs. Now, while some of this inability is caused by poor circulation, both bad arteries and veins, both of them, most of it is caused by, I want you to listen closely, I'm not pulling your leg here, that's a pun, I'm not pulling your leg, it's from a nutritional deficiency. You may not think so, but it is. Just taking calcium lactate from standard process will fail to resolve the problem because it is the delivery system that is failing. I can give you the calcium, but if it's not delivered where it needs to go, then it's not going to work. Most people already take too much of the wrong kind of calcium, both of which can cause the problems. Instead, nutritionally transport facilitators are needed. Nutritional transport facilitators. They're the nutritional factors responsible for delivering or transporting the calcium, the oxygen, and the minerals to your cells, your tissues, and your muscles. You got to have the nutritional transport facilitators to make the delivery system work. So the primary calcium transporter is vitamin F, which is unsaturated fatty acids, and that vitamin F comes from one place and one place only, and that's standard process. Vitamin F and your liver work to deliver calcium and minerals to all your cells. So to resolve the calcium transport problem that causes restless leg syndrome, You can try to mask the symptoms with requip and hope and pray that you live through it. Or you can take both calcium lactate, the best form of calcium in the world, and calcium F, not calcium F, a cataplex F, a combination of vitamin F and liver extract, and you will not need the usual medical prescription for calcium of 1,500 milligrams of basically something that's going to give you cataracts, kidney stones, and gallstones. So this is generally a waste, a big waste, and is prescribed because the typical calcium products are so poorly absorbed. They don't get to where they need to go. So let's talk about the restless leg syndrome protocol that I'm talking about here. Well, in most cases, small doses get the job done. So what you do is you start with calcium lactate at a dose of 6 to 12 daily. Now, if you don't like tablets, you can get the powder. I like the powder, but I can take the tablets as well. Then you add 9 calcium lactate, 9 cataplex F. So you're taking 12 calcium lactate and 9 cataplex F daily. And if you take the powder of calcium lactate and 9 cataplex F tablets, that's fine. And you want to use the calcium lactate at 5 or 6 of those, and about 3 or 4 of the cataplex F at bedtime. There's a reason for that. Now, both products, cataplex F and calcium lactate, are by standard process labs. And if you have your leg circulation is badly broken down, you will also suffer from poor oxygen transport. Oxygen, remember I talked about that earlier. So, in this case, if you want to increase your oxygen transport, you add 9 of the cataplex E2 to your daily protocol to facilitate better oxygen uptake into the cells, the tissues, and the muscles of your legs. Now, you're saying, well, that's a lot of pills. Well, it is. But is it really a lot of pills? Do you want to deal with the restless leg syndrome the rest of your life? Do you want to take drugs that are going to cause more problems? No. So this is nothing. And if you can't take the tablets, put them in a blender, grind them up, put it in some applesauce. That works. So the need for all 3 products, E2, calcium lactate, and cataplex F, will reduce over time as your leg circulation improves, and it will improve. But don't expect it overnight. Just start taking it and watch what happens. Stick to it and never stop taking it. But always remember, if it gets really good, then you can back it up a little bit. And cataplex E2, just so you know, is an oxygen sparer, S-P-A-R-E-R. It spares the oxygen. And what I mean by that is it helps you get along on diminished oxygen due to circulation problems. This is why it is a premier product for people who suffer from angina. Yeah, problems with your heart. And it's why elite mountain climbers use it at high elevations to stave off altitude sickness. That's E2, cataplex E2. Now, often the circulation damage to your legs is permanent, okay? It's permanent. In these cases, adding cataplex E2 along with your RLS protocol from this audio is the way to go. And that means E2, calcium lactate, cataplex F. Those 3 things. In addition, you need to use your legs. You gotta use your legs. Exercising, including lightweight lifting, is really best. And even if you can't do that, a good walk 4 or 5 times per week is essential. You've got to get moving. Exercising strenuously facilitates the flow of glucose, oxygen, calcium, and minerals into your leg muscles. That is the definition of a restless leg syndrome cure. So you're putting in E2, you're putting in Cataplex F, you're putting in calcium lactate, and you're walking 4 to 5 times a week. Well, I don't want to walk. Well, if you want to get rid of the restless leg syndrome, get some vibration, get something going with the circulation. Because I'm working with a woman right now, 87 years old. They want to do a 5-hour surgery. They actually want to cut her leg off. And she didn't want to do that, but now she wants to do the 5-hour surgery, which I don't think is going to be really good for her. I don't think it's going to cure anything, but hey, that's her opinion. That's what she wants to do. So I'll back her up on that. So it's your choice. So again, you have a choice. Like I always say, either mobilize calcium and oxygen to your legs naturally, or use a dopamine altering brain chemical drug. The natural therapy has no side effects and is inexpensive. It will also help your heart, your liver, your nervous system, your blood pressure, as well as muscle cramps and sunstroke. All of that from E2, F, and calcium lactate. So it'll help you become stronger and more independent. But you've got to do some exercising. You got to move. You got to get some vibration to those muscles. And it'll help make you stronger. You'll walk better, and it'll make you more independent. You don't want to get dependent as you get older. Drug therapy is often for life. It is. And it's remarkably, imagine this, expensive, is frequently and most likely ineffective. It can be. I'm not going to say it is, but I'm going to say it is. It ignores the underlying cause of the restless leg syndrome, and it's fraught with frightening and serious side effects. At the very best, it should be relegated to the treatment of absolutely being a last resort. So requip actually alters my mantra about new prescription drugs. When you compare natural therapy versus requip, you can repeat my mantra with one change. New drugs, more drugs, cheaper drugs, drugs for free, off-use drugs. Who cares? Fundamental change is needed. It's needed. This is the fundamental change is in the way of thinking, treating, and getting well. What a concept. So again, what you need calcium lactate at 12 tablets per day. And some of those tablets, let's say half, are taken at bedtime. You should be taking Cataplex F and Cataplex E2 at 9 each per day. So in other words, you can take 4 and 4 during the day of those two, and then at night add 5 and 5, and then add the calcium lactate powder or 5 or 6 of the calcium lactate tablets. But that's the protocol. And all I'm saying is you need to do some exercise, you need to do some walking, you need to do some moving around. If you can do some weightlifting, that'd be great. But if you're heavier, then all you got to do is just walk around because you're already heavy. So you're putting weight where it needs to go. And you can add a vibration machine. If you want one of those, let me know and I'll show you where to get those. And that way you're stimulating the circulation. Vibration is very, very good. So again, Cataplex E2, Cataplex F, and calcium lactate will take care of restless legs syndrome over time. But you've got to do this. This is not me just telling you and selling you something. This is me helping you find the right way to get that circulation back in your feet and your legs and get rid of the restless leg syndrome. I've had so many people that have gotten better with this protocol. In fact, I've never had a failure yet. So it's just a matter of you doing what you need to do to get the results that you want. Now, if you're not willing to be committed, you're going to buy something and not take it. That's not what you want to do. But if you want to get better and actually help your heart, your blood pressure, all those other things, well, why not do that? Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Hope this makes sense to you. If you have any questions, you can contact me. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. That's a wrap for our video today. And if you enjoyed this journey with us, don't forget to hit the like button. It's like giving us a virtual high five, which we really like. And if you got something to say or an awesome idea to share, we'll do it. Drop a comment below. We love reading your thoughts. We really do. Most importantly, if you know someone who'd love this video as much as you did, and I hope you did, share it with them. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, or even that one person who always makes your day brighter. Sharing is not just caring. It's also spreading knowledge and joy. So go ahead, spread the love, and let's keep this wonderful community growing. Until next time, this is Dr. Ivan Carney. Stay curious, stay awesome, and keep making a difference in the world.